Hey, what it do, y'all? It's your boy YouTube Blue coming back at you again. And breaking news, Dallas Cowboys signed offensive tackle Jason Peters just like we thought they would. Now, a lot of people kept wondering why it was taking so long. Easy answer to that, because nothing happens on the weekends. Like, remember, it's just like if you have an office job, they work Monday through Friday. No transactions normally happen in the NFL on the weekend unless they already happened on Friday and the news came out over the weekend. But new transactions don't actually start until the week starts. Now, granted, today is a holiday, but I'm still working on a holiday because I work for a private company. So I still got to work on holidays, unfortunately. But that's a new thing I got to get used to, too, as well. But, you know, you got to get your grown man on. You got to do what you got to do. Now, I will say this. With the signing of offensive tackle Jason Peters, they call him the future Hall of Famer. He played, 15 games last season with the Bears. Played pretty well with them. We know that his pass blocking is much better than his run blocking, but it's okay because we're a very good run blocking team, despite of, you know, our deficiencies on the offensive line. But, you know, without having Tyron Smith, that helps. So what's going to happen is Jason Peters is on a one-year deal. He's going to start off on the practice squad. And I don't know if you guys know this, but if a team signs a veteran player, a vested veteran player, if they sign him and he's actually on the 53-man roster week 1, then his contract is guaranteed. But Dallas Cowboys are signing Jason Peters and put him on a practice squad. So if he's on a practice squad week 1, then his contract wouldn't be guaranteed, you know, barring an injury or anything like that. But hope not, because that would just suck. But I'm happy that we got the signing done because it provides depth on that offensive line. He will become that swing tackle. It looks like the Cowboys are going to start the rookie Tyler Smith at left tackle. Connor McGovern going to be at left guard. Tyler Biotish is going to be at center. Your boy Zach Martin is going to be at right guard. And right tackle is going to be held up by your boy Terrence Steele. Now, I love what Terrence Steele has done since he's got here. He was an undrafted guy himself. So, you know, with that, his maturation with this team. But what you want with an offensive line, more than any other group in the NFL, as far as position-wise, offensive linemen have to have some type of chemistry, cohesiveness, because they're working as one unit. If one person on that chain is weak, it weakens the line. You need everybody to be on point, everybody to know their assignment, and everybody to effectively be able to protect the quarterback, because we don't need Dak Prescott getting any more injuries. You know, he just got back healthy, and he's doing really good. And for those of you that don't have faith in Zeke for whatever reason anymore, he's one of the best run blocking or pass blocking running backs in the league, period. So, you know, Tony Pollard isn't as good as, you know, he is with that. So, you know, everybody, they keep calling for Tony Pollard to play over him. Everybody wants the backup to play more than the starter when it comes to running back position, because I think that most people don't understand how that works, because it's more to a running back than just running the ball, period. But with the addition of Peters, it helps us to, if something happens in the game, we can throw him in there. We'll be able to function. And that's the main thing, keeping Dak upright and keeping these defensive linemen off of our quarterback, and giving some space so these running backs can run, and, you know, these wide receivers that are on short routes can get, you know, the ball to them. Now, another thing is this. The reason why you start Jason Peters, and thank God for the new rules that you can put veterans on the practice squad now, that helps the Cowboys tremendously. But he has to catch up. He wasn't in training camp for any team, so his conditioning has to catch up. He's got a lot of catching up to do. He's got to catch up condition-wise. He has to learn the Cowboys playbook. It's so many things that has to transpire for him to get out there and work. He's got to work into the offensive line in practice and things of that nature. So he's got to learn the cadence calls and the cadence of the offense and everything. So it's a lot that is involved with football that a lot of people don't think about when people sign players. It ain't just like, oh, we signed a player, you just jump right in there. Nah, they got to have time to learn the playbook. And this is why most people sign talent in the offseason, because they're able to be in training or off-season programs with that team to get in there and do what they need to do. But it's a good thing we signed Jason Peters. I'm happy about that. It's a one-year deal. I don't know exactly what the money is, but I'm sure it's not back-breaking because the Cowboys ended up doing it. Will we trade for a wide receiver? Will we get somebody that's out there on the road? I don't know. We don't know. Cowboys act like they don't want to get anybody else, but of course they're going to say that because they don't want other teams to know what they're doing. That's a smart idea. I get that, because we know Jerry Jones talks too much sometimes, and it messes up our plans of what we're doing because other teams know what you do. You don't want teams to know, you don't want to tell your hand. That's what you don't want to do. Now, I will say this, with the addition of him, once he gets acclimated with the team, we'll see where he fits in. Everybody thinks that Tyler Smith is not going to do well. They think that, he's going to have all these penalty issues and this and that. I really think that it's just about technique. If Joe Philbin is who he says he is as an offensive line coach, he needs to go in there and help him with that technique, get that stance right. And Vosh Lombardi talked about it on his channel as well, that same thing. So shout out to my man Vosh Lombardi. I know a lot of you guys follow him as well. That's my man's. Got to do a video with him again. I miss that brother. But anyway, with the offensive line, though, again, cohesiveness. So when he gets into practice and they start working together and start doing line pulls and pass blocking and run blocking and things like that, like he'll get into how the Cowboys run their system, and everything will be good. I think Tyler Smith is going to be okay. Everybody's like, well, I did have a question about that. Like, why did they not start him if you knew that you were going to play him at tackle, why did they not let him practice in training camp at the tackle position, which is his original position, instead of having him fight for Connor McGovern for the guard spot, knowing that Tyron Smith more than likely wasn't going to be there. But, it is what it is. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? So, starting from scratch and doing what we need to do. So, I got some faith in that. We'll see what happens week 1. We got the Bucks and this weekend coming up. Sunday night, September 11th, versus those Buccaneers at home. It's going to be a really good game. It's going to be a great Sunday night game. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah. Wish I could get off that next Monday because it's going to be lit. But anyway, with that being said, y'all, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys think about Jason Peters being signed to the Cowboys. It's your boy E2 Blue, always keeping it real.